What is going on YouTube? This is Nick with Hilltoptcg back with another video, and today guys, we're going to talk about if the Pokemon Center, the Pokemon Company, is holding back older product for itself. What is going on, Hilltoptcg family? Guys, that's right. Today we're going to talk about my thoughts on if Pokemon Company, Pokemon Center is holding back older product for itself. You've probably seen it in a lot of my videos when I do unboxings. Yes, we are in the new era of Scarlet and Violet, right? We're in that new era. They're definitely pushing the new products hard, right? But in older past products, there was a much larger variety. I think maybe because they had more stock on hand, but they had a good variety of older sets mixed in with the newer sets to kind of spice it up for people. So, what made me, like, I mean, I've had it on my mind, and I'm like, you know what, I finally got to make a video today, was a tweet, guys. So it was about Vivid Voltage booster boxes being back in stock on the Pokemon Center website. So let's take a look at this, guys. So take a look at this tweet. I mean, at the time of this recording, it was 5 hours ago. So as of May 2nd, hopefully I get this video out then. But this, I mean, you guys can go follow these kinds of, if you guys are wanting quick access to knowing products that are like live within minutes of Pokemon Center, Target, Amazon. I mean, follow, there's tons of people on Twitter. There's Discord servers that you can get on, but I mean, they basically devote, bot time, their own time to tracking down products that are desirable for people on these websites. So right here, Vivid Voltage booster boxes back in stock on Pokemon Center. So you go, this is from Pokemon Card Deals and News. So if you want to give them a follow, it's great. I mean, there's not too many followers. There's another one that we'll get to here that has a lot more followers on it, that has a lot more detail. But you go over to Pokemon Center right now, as the time of recording, you can go buy Vivid Voltage for $143.64. Add it to cart. There's a purchase limit of 24. Purchase limit of 24. Like, that's crazy. And Vivid Voltage is old, you guys. Like, Vivid Voltage was, when I really started my online game, like, Vivid Voltage was the product that really catapulted me. And that was a long, long time ago. I mean, we're like talking over 2 years at this point, right, guys? So, so they have this product all of a sudden, and it's now in the Pokemon Center. There's a lot of discussion about a lot of these booster boxes and products coming over from the UK, and I'll get into why that's probably true, and even if it is true, like, why aren't local game stores getting it? So that's my biggest point in this video that I want to make today is, in the past, when these new cool older products dropped, we would get offered them from distribution. We would have a chance at some of this product to then sell to our customers. Right now, I'm not getting any offerings from distribution. I'm not hearing of anybody getting offerings from distribution. It's just on Pokemon Center. So us as a business are forced, if we want it, we have to go buy it from Pokemon Center at the MSRP price. So if you, from a business perspective, you can see where there's a conflict there, which means if we want to make money, we have to charge more than what we bought it for, right? So that means we're overcharging customers, which I never want to do. So we'll get into that here in just a moment. Let's go on to this other Twitter page, Pokemon TCG Restocks and News. This one has 55,000 followers, which is much larger. This one was April 16th, so just a couple weeks ago. And this is now out of stock on Pokemon Center. $143.64 on the Pokemon Center website, you guys. Just a couple weeks ago, Astral Radiance, and nobody really loved Astral Radiance, and now everybody loves it. Everybody wants it. I mean, we're going to talk about other things here, but on these Twitter accounts, I mean, this is at Target. Chilling Rain dropping on Target as of April 16th. You can go by Chilling Rain. Like, it's crazy, guys. So, let's take a look at the Pokemon Center. So we can kind of go through what is in stock. So, right now, you can go by Silver Tempest, $143.64. Battle Styles. Battle Flippin' Styles. I want Battle Styles, $143.64. So everything is MSRP. And there's obviously all the Scarlet and Violet stuff. Vivid Voltage right there, you can go buy, like we just showed on the other link. And these are the ones that are sold out. So I'll be honest, I bought in every single one of these from the Pokemon Center because I wanted these in stock. And these prices, like I've told you in so many videos for Sword and Shield era, they're going to the moon. Almost all these boxes are over $200 now. So Lost Origin was the biggest culprit. A lot of people have been talking about that one. Brilliant Stars. We got Fusion Strike. Astral Radiance, what I just barely showed you. And Chilling Rain. Evolving Skies is probably the last... I remember this probably several months ago, but Evolving Skies was the last time when we actually, as a LGS, got offered product from like a small restock. Like they said, hey, we got this from the UK. We're offering this to local game stores from our distribution. It is going to cost you a little bit more. It cost us, I think, like $115 a box, but then that still allowed us to sell it for $144 or MSRP for a booster box. Like, that allowed us to be fair. But that, gosh, that was probably like a year ago. Like, that was a year ago. So we're seeing all of these products, right? Like all of them. So again, my point is that I want to drive home here. Lost Origin was the biggest one that kind of got picked on. You're seeing a lot of these shops, like if you just Google it, a lot of these are just people, consumers. This dude has an hour and 20-minute long video if you guys want to go watch it on there. But there's basically people just saying, hey, this is on Pokemon Center. Like, go buy it. Go take advantage of this deal. Like, so it's just mostly consumers talking about cool stuff getting onto the Pokemon Center. I want to shed a little bit light on, I'll go back to here for a minute. I want to shed a little light, like I've kind of alluded to, from the local game store perspective. So I'm a consumer. I love buying stuff. I'm also a business owner, right? So from my perspective, I want to have as much cool stuff in our shop as possible. I want a variety. I just don't want Scarlet and Violet stuff chilling in our shop. I want the older stuff, and I want to not charge more than current market price for these products. That's just my standard. I'm not gonna, if a box is $144, I'm not gonna go sell it for $220 to make a 30% margin, or $200. I'm not gonna go do it when you can go buy it for $144 when the market's at $144. Like, that's just not my business model. So in the past, like I've said, these cool older sets, like Evolving Skies, distribution got a chunk from Pokemon, and then distribution said, hey Nick, here is 4 cases for you of Evolving Skies. Not a ton, 4 cases, still a great amount, and we got it for a little bit more than the standard distribution price of a base, like, I think it's around $90, right? We had to pay like $115. And then we definitely could have made the choice to sell it for $250 or $300 or whatever we wanted to, and I'm sure there's a lot of, unfortunately, stores out there that are doing that, but our model is, I'm not going to charge more than what market is, right? So we were getting it less than market, and then we go out and charge what the market price is, or MSRP. That's just how I want to be fair, right? So since Evolving Skies, like, we have not gotten any of those offerings from distribution to keep things fresh. Like, was quite the blessing that a set would come out, then there's like that 2-month lull, and then in between there, you kind of knew that Pokemon was gonna throw you some breadcrumbs, like throw you some stuff in between for the local game stores to pick up to spice up your inventory, and that is not at all the case now. As you can see, Pokemon is still getting this product. There's either they're coming from UK, they're getting it from UK, or they're have a warehouse full, right? And instead of giving it to distribution to give out to the local game stores, which are the bread and butter or the lifeblood of Pokemon, which started Pokemon in the first place and got it big, now Pokemon is keeping these boxes for themselves. And it's not like they're just throwing up 24 boxes. Like that Vivid Voltage, you saw the minimum of 24 boxes. Like, they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them that they're putting on their website, or else they wouldn't do it. So why are they keeping it for themselves now? Why has that decision been made to keep it for themselves instead of supporting the local game store? So there's obviously logistics involved, right? They have to pay the people to ship, right? You'd have to ship all these products out to distribution, but that's a much smaller mesh of people or businesses to ship it to than shipping hundreds and thousands of boxes to individual people throughout the United States. Like, so logistically, that's a thing, but it doesn't really justify the decision for me. For what makes sense in my head is Pokemon's getting a little greedy. Guys, Pokemon is getting greedy. So they have a box that they would sell to distribution for, probably $100 a piece, and then distribution would sell it to us for $115 a piece. So they make $15 a piece. Pokemon's making whatever they're making, selling it $100 a piece, and then we can go sell it for $144. Well, now Pokemon gets it for whatever they want. Say they're getting it for, their cost is, gosh, let's say it's $90. Obviously, it's much less than that. Their cost is $90. Now they're going and selling it for $144 on Pokemon Center. So my goodness, they're making $55 a box instead of $15 selling it to a distribution center. So I can't say anything else more than, like, that's Pokemon's being greedy for not they're taking steps, in my opinion, to not support that local game store side of things. You can see it's a whole different video, like I showed you on the tweet though. They're sending stuff to Target, they're sending stuff to Amazon, Costco, all these big box retailers are putting booster boxes out, ETBs out, and we as local game stores are never being offered any of that stuff. And I mean, that could be a different animal, right? Like MJ Holding Company, for example, who stocks Walmart, could have a warehouse full of 151 ETBs, right? Like it was never Pokemon's fault. MJ Holding Company decided to hold some, and then they're pushing it out to all the Walmarts, right? So like that's a whole different side of the coin that I'm not get into today. I'm just focusing on the Pokemon Center side of things, you guys. So that, I mean, in short, that's my opinion on it. Like, I as a store want to have a good variety, and unfortunately for me, what I'm going to get into now is like for Silver Tempest right here. If I go buy this booster box for $143 as a business, I could go sell it to someone who came in my shop for $144, but I'm making zero money. Ultimately, I'm losing money after fees, right? We are charitable to a point, but as a business owner, you can't do that all the time, right? So a business is gonna have to make 30%, probably minimum. You want to achieve a 30% margin on most of your stuff, right? So you're gonna need to charge $200 or a little bit more on a Silver Tempest booster box to make that appropriate margin to keep the lights on. So then that affects market, that affects your customer retention, that affects your customer engagement, right? They're going to come into your shop and like, dude, you're selling a booster box for $200 when I can go on to TCG Player right now. Let's go on to TCG Player. Where is it? I think I have Silver Tempest right here. Bro, I can go buy Silver Tempest for $148 right now. Why aren't you charging me for that? Like, why aren't you charging me $148? Well, because the only place I could get it from was Pokemon Center, so I got to charge more. So that negatively affects the LGSs, right? Like, you want to keep that cool, fresh stock, but again, you have to make those margins as a company to be at that level, right? So I'm coming to you guys as a consumer, but also a owner of a business. And I've seen all these videos as just consumers talking about, man, guys, go buy it. Oh my gosh, this is such a cool opportunity. And it is. It's a great opportunity, right? And so the consumers are definitely reaping a great end of the bargain. And I'll be honest, like I've said, I bought every single one of these. Every single one of these we've bought and we've held on to them. We've sold some of them, but you know, when Chilling Reign dropped, when Astral dropped, when Fusion dropped, when Brilliant Stars dropped, when Lost Origin dropped, we picked some up because that's the only place we get them. That's it. And so now, like Lost Origin, let's go over here. Lost Origin has gone to the moon, guys. It is $220 now. $220 is the next price. I mean, so the current market price is $195, but by tomorrow, it's going to be at over $200. So, like, that's crazy. And so what we have to do as a business is buy it, hold on to it for a minute, and then that justifies selling it at current market price, which a lot of businesses can't do. A lot of businesses have limited cash flow. They don't have as much money to go just drop thousands of dollars on a box and hope it goes up in a month. Like, that's kind of sucky for us to do because ultimately we know we're going to have to charge more and we just have to wait for the market to adjust. Because again, that's my business model. I don't want to charge more than what market is. Like, I'm just not about that. So, I mean, we can look at battle styles too. Let's just go through these real quick. I mean, so $144 on Pokemon Center. I mean, you can go still buy a freaking booster box for $136 for basically $10 less. I'm buying on TCG Player right now. But you can see the upward trend of this booster box. Like, nobody liked battle styles. Nobody. Like, as of February, this is a $100 box. So within just a few months, this bad boy has gone up $20. Like, I've told you a billion times, Sword and Shield is going to the moon. It is going to be the next product to skyrocket. And even with Pokemon Center dropping little breadcrumbs of this product, we can see on almost all these graphs, they are going uphill. So Vivid Voltage, that was the last one that came on, right? So right now you can get it actually for a little bit cheaper still in the Pokemon Center. But look at these prices increasing to adjust with Pokemon Center. As of April, it's down around $130 and it is climbing up. So it is slowly climbing. And as of February, it's gone from $127, so it's gone up almost $10. Like, all of these boxes, Astral Radiance, I mean, goodness gracious, $185 for Astral Radiance? Are you kidding me? And look at this graph. Again, it's an upward trend. We go back to February, $137. Now it's $173. I mean, come on, guys. That's a $40, $50 increase. Like, that's crazy. So this is an investment video, but I mean, I want to tell y'all to invest. I mean, even a freaking Silver Tempest, like, yes, there's a degradation in the graph, but this is selling for basically what Pokemon Center is selling it for. And look at this, since February, again, 126, now we're at 136. So we've gone up $10 even on Silver Tempest. Like, Lugia is the best. Love this box. I mean, so the market isn't even being affected. The market is still going up because these products are so desirable. And local game stores want these products. They just can't get them. That's why in every single video, you probably roll your guys' eyes. I open up a collection box and oh my gosh, I'm like, oh, there's Scarlet and Violet. Oh, Scarlet and Violet pack. Oh, Scarlet and Violet pack. I think it was the Iono, the new Iono boxes that had Lost Origin and Silver Tempest in there. I almost cried in the video. Like, I was so excited. Like, give us a little bit of variety. And it's hard for the local game stores to get that variety now. So, I mean, this video is, again, just me talking. It is a little bit of a rant, but I want you guys, again, to understand this side of the coin from a local game store perspective. I'm not saying I don't want the best deal for the consumer. By all means, this is an awesome deal. Go pick it up. I am buying these deals. Like, it's awesome for the consumer. What I'm trying to get at is from the local game store perspective, it has changed dramatically. Again, like I said, Evolving Skies, just to recap, Evolving Skies was the last product that really got offered to us from distribution that we knowingly got restocked from Pokemon, like either from the UK, etc. They said, hey, here's this, got to pay a little bit more, but here's some. And if I recall right, I don't think they really put it on Pokemon Center's website. So they flipped the coin, and that was probably over a year ago, and they finally said, probably going into 2024, new business model, we're going to focus on ourselves more. Like, and I don't know the true financials of Pokemon company. Like, they're a $1 billion company. They're making billions of cards a year. Like, they're doing great. Pokemon's the most popular set. Yes, they created a new printing facility. Their costs are higher. But I really am pleading and hoping that we see a little bit of this shift back mentality to helping the local game stores. And the only reason why I'm saying helping is we just want a variety. We don't want to have to oversell customers because all we can do is buy it on the Pokemon Center and we have to bump it up. We don't want to just sell the newest products that have came out within 2 months that everybody and their grandma has. We want to be able to have a variety of products from 6 months ago to a year ago that obviously Pokemon still has. They're just not offering it anymore. So hopefully I drilled that point home. If you guys don't agree with me, let me know in the comments below why I'm wrong. But again, this is not going anything against the consumer side of things. I just want to shed that light on how local game stores are being affected. So if you are a game store, share your opinion in the comments. I want to read it. I want to sync up with you. I want to understand your side of things and how you're coping with it, because it sucks, right? It's a scramble to get these cool products, and unfortunately, a lot of the time, like, we go to Facebook, someone's selling a case of Silver Tempest or Lost Origin, like, they're trying to make their money off it, and we have to say, hey, I can only give you 70% for this because we need to charge what the market price is. So it's harder for us to even go buy these. We're having to find Facebook deals. We're having to find eBay deals potentially. Just things like that. We're having to watch these Twitter feeds. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go get on these. And it wasn't like that a little bit over a year ago for your LGS, or at least as intense. So I don't know. I just wanted to shed that light on it for you guys. I mean, still great deals. Like I said, like, man, gosh, the Sword and Shield era stuff is gonna go to the moon and is gonna continue to climb in price. So invest in those guys. You saw right there that, I mean, there's product accessible on Pokemon Center. I'm sure there are probably gonna be some new drops coming up. It seems like every few weeks Pokemon Center is adding something older to the website. So if you're not following those Twitter pages that update you, follow them. All you gotta do is Google Pokemon, like Pokemon Center, what do I usually say? Like Pokemon Center restocks Twitter, and it'll give you a bunch of Twitter pages. So go follow those if you want in on it, because I mean, I'm doing it too. So I don't know, guys. Hopefully all that made sense to you. Hopefully you guys agree. If you don't agree, again, leave a comment. But hey, if you guys made it to the end of this video, you're an absolute legend. Have a great night, weekend, whatever's for you. Peace.